We start off with a sad movie about a man stuck in a world with nothing but darkness, as the light outside will kill him, and after multiple breakdowns he decides to kill himself by going out into the light once and for all. The movie zooms out, revealing that this was a student film made by a troublemaking student who is now the principal's favourite, due to him bringing nothing but good attention to the school through this movie. A janitor the next day walks to work while a bunch of lollies ask him to help rob his workplace. Afraid, he answers to let him think about it, as he's in his mid-50s and is getting more and more close to retirement. While he is mopping a floor, the troublesome student who made the film earlier slips on the floor. Angry, he argues with the janitor, telling him how he should have a wet floor sign up. The janitor says he was about to do it and he's making a fuss over nothing. The two get more angry with each other until the boy starts a fight with the janitor. The janitor, getting annoyed, pushes him back and he falls and hits his head off the stairs and lifts his hand, revealing he was bleeding. After a word from the headmaster, he goes to the gang and offers to help rob the school, and reveals earlier that day he was fired instead of stood by just because the child was giving the school good publicity. Hurt, the janitor decides he's going to go to the gang, as he shouldn't have chose fame over his friends to get back at the headmaster selfishly. Later, he manages to almost rob the school, but is stopped by the headmaster and the teachers. Although this does not stop them, as even though the janitor wants to stop, the killers are ruthless and start killing everyone around them, and even kills the headmaster, which hurts the janitor, as that was his best friend. He tries to right his wrongs by trying to sort the situation out, but is brutally chased down by one of his own members. The gang member shoots him in the chest and he drops to the ground. All he sees before dying is the man getting arrested, and even though he did everything wrong, he managed to do something right at last. But he regrets everything he's done in life, as flashbacks come back of what he could have had with him and his wife instead of stupidly giving it up over a small disargument that wasn't worth losing their friendship over. The main stars will be British actors, starring Gary Oldman as the janitor, Michael Caine as the headmaster, Will Poulter as the moody teenager, and Liam Neeson as Nate, the gang leader. I chose these actors as this will be the best actors from Britain to help bring in the British crowd, as they are known for all of their things and all of them are well known. Even if they have gone on to do more American things, they are more known for their British movies. Gary Oldman would be perfect for my role as the janitor, as he is a great actor who looks to be in his late 50s, a close age to retirement and still young enough to be able to defend himself. He also has a kind of rough look, meaning he looks like he's been in his fair amount of fights, making his portrayal of the character more realistic, as he looks more gritty and down to earth compared to some of the other actors in the movie. The movie will also have help from his British acting career, as he is known throughout Britain for a lot of his films and his American ones, which will help draw in more of an audience. For my headmaster, I wanted someone who looks like they have done this for quite a while and is also a smart, classy man. His qualities very easily go to Michael Caine, who is a respected elderly actor and has been doing acting for many years now. Michael Caine was knighted by the Queen, meaning he would draw more of a British audience by meeting the Queen herself and having the honour of now being called Sir Michael Caine, which will be a big help with the cinema. It will draw more customers and more audience and even more elderly people who like his acting and his style, and also knowing him before he got knighted. He also has been in a lot of films, mainly big time films, and has been known for a long time, meaning people grew up watching him, and hopefully they will bring their kids to the movie and it will attract them, and maybe even grandparents bringing a whole family to the movie, helping with the box office overall. For the angry, disrupted teen, I chose Will Poulter, who is known for his disruptive roles and his anger issues in other films. And he's quite young, so he would fit the angry student just fine, and would be able to get away with the look of the student at the same time. He has been in numerous things already, so he already has a name for himself, and has been in quite successful movies like Son of Rambo. In that, he showed off how he could have a sad streak and an angry streak and managed to play the character perfectly, showing the right emotions at the right time, and has made a cult classic film which will hopefully bring a following towards this movie. He has also been in numerous films and programs already where he's played a young boy who goes to usually high school, and at this point he's kind of been known for it in his roles, and it would help the movie a lot, as this is another role he's got with the same nature as other films, meaning he would be more into the character there, bringing more of the audience for his better acting skills with the role he already knows, and it would also help bring more audience because those who loved him in that role would see him in a similar role. A bad guy who is known for taking risks and kills without mercy, Liam Neeson fits the villain caliber amazingly. He's a perfect choice for the villain. He's angry and mysterious, a role Liam Neeson can pull off with ease as he's done it many times before. Liam Neeson is known for taking these roles on before. As before, he's been a man who risked anything to get back his family member. But in this film, I'm hoping that he will put the same personality and acting into this character, but with a big difference. He has nothing to lose, meaning he can cause as much havoc, as much threats, as much as he pleases. No matter what he does, he can't worry about it because there's nothing that can be punished for, there's no one he can lose. The only thing he wants is money, and even if he lost that, he could try and get more, most likely through the means of revenge if betrayed. For the role, I need a big, gruff character, someone who's scary to look at and has a scarier voice. Liam Neeson fits this perfectly. He has a voice which could just send chills down your spine, and is also a voice actor, so he's done this kind of thing before. So even if his face isn't seen, he only needs his voice to be heard. The target audience will be for 30 and over people, as this is the age group who like more dramatic movies and plot twists and has more realistic grip than most films which revolve around guns, explosions and unrealistic plots. Although the secondary would be from 15 to 25, as this is the age group which is still going to school and would most likely like to see a movie based around school, showing something different than students walking here, going there, and showing the life behind the teachers and the janitor, other characters which in real life you wouldn't really know much about unless you were an adult who personally knew them. As a child, you know a little about their lives, and this would open their horizons and see things in a different light. The film will be roughly 90 minutes, as I have enough time to explain the story I want to be told. I will make the release date July 1st, as this movie is based around a school and will be when the school's giving out. Parents and children will finally have a chance to watch this in their free time with nothing holding them back in the day. The filming will be roughly 6 months, as it is in a single building, reducing travel costs and saving going to other countries, meaning it will be cheap to make because it's all on location. The only thing that we'll have to really pay for is the special effects based around it. The movie's budget will be around £500,000, and as the movie budget chart does show, we may not need that, but we want some more just in case of accidents, props breaking or anything like a camera being missing. We want to make sure we've got just enough money just in case something goes wrong as our backup plan. And if the movie goes as well as we think it does, we'll be able to pay this all back easily, as this is not a lot for a movie, especially considering where we're recording, which is on location, and we won't need as much staff, we won't be moving around, and this should all be a pretty easy job to make the movie. This scene is showing the janitor cleaning the floor, with the student disrespectfully walking on the floor and slipping a little bit. The janitor and him exchange words, which means the young man obviously wants to fight, leave the childish way out. The janitor, instead of stepping above this, decides to join in. The fight gets more brutal as time goes on, and we see the janitor push him over onto the ground, and he hits his head off the stairs. He feels the back of his head, seeing blood. We see the janitor shocked, realising what he's done and the career he may have thrown away. The costumes will rely on classy suit for the principal, trench coat and bandana for Nate. The janitor will be wearing a blue coat with smart trousers. The janitor will be wearing jeans and a normal coat, as he will be getting dirty all the time. There's no point in him dressing all fancy. It'd be ridiculous for him just to waste clothes and waste time washing them when he's got to be cleaning drinks usually and constantly picking up dirt and trash, and it would be a use of him wearing such smart attire. Whereas the principal, as he represents the school, he must make sure he's always looking good. He will have a nice suit which stands out from the rest of the other teachers, and a nice tie custom made, and we will make sure this is pointed at, as it will prove his authority over them, showing he's got something a bit better than the rest of them. Whereas Nate will be wearing a trench coat, as he wants to hide his appearance and have many pockets which could hold any weaponry, and a bandana to hide his face, as he hasn't come this far in the criminal world by everyone knowing who he is, as He doesn't want to make enemies.